Hey guys, Anime Gypsy here with another One Piece review, and I just need to get out of the way and get it out of the way and say something along the lines of, I was wrong. Yeah, people are wrong all the time, but I'm gonna take credit though for the time fruit because way before many people came up with the idea of the time fruit in the recent videos when it comes to the beginning of Wano Kuni, I made a video 9 months ago. And I'm gonna link that video down here that talked about why Odin has the time fruit. Now, I was wrong. It was his wife, and this is the thing though. This chapter actually leaves a lot of questions to be asked, specifically questions about where Odin's wife is. Is she still alive? And Oden Kozuki's youngest daughter. I keep forgetting her name. Her name escapes me. But where is she? I mean, honestly, like, is she going to play a role later on? Because if her mother sent her back in time in a different manner and a different sense, so like Kinemon 20 years in the future, and she just sent her daughter 1 or 2 years into the future, then her daughter would be old enough to intervene at this point if she is powerful. And I wonder if her daughter or Oden's wife is a character we actually know and we are introduced to, because they were silhouetted, and when Oda silhouettes, it might be for a reason. It really might, and I have to wonder: are we were we introduced to her early on in the story? Because I'm not quite sure if Oden Kozuki's wife is dead. No, definitely not. And if that's the case, then are we going to meet her in the future? Where, or have we already seen her? And there are two possibilities here that I could think of right off the top of my head. The first one is she is planning to come back into the future much later, after like she sent, say, Kinemon, Kanjiro, and the others 20 years, and she's planning to arrive after 30 or 40 years. So that's why we haven't seen her. Or she just decided to lay low and she didn't have enough energy after sending them 20 years, so she sent herself maybe 2 or 3 years into the future and just like laid low with her daughter. So those are the two things that I have in mind now. This is the thing: when an author withholds information from an audience in a literary piece, it's either ambiguity or confusion. At least those are the terms I was introduced to in my creative writing class. And this is just Oda teasing us at this point, because when when we were being told about Oden Kozuki's backstory, there was a huge bit that was just left, and just they left it out, and we're probably going to find out what happened later on. But it's a tease at this point. It's not ambiguity because it's not left to interpretation. Like, something specific happened there. At least I hope it's not left as ambiguous, because if it's left as ambiguous, then oh my god. I'm pretty sure though that there is something that's going to be talked about later on concerning why Orochi did what he did, but we don't know what it is up till now, and that's just cock teasery. They should add this. They should add this term, cock teasery, in the vocabulary words that creative writers are taught. You know, so there's ambiguity, which a lot of professional writers do at the end of the story, maybe, or something in the middle, or something concerning the character. And then there is confusion, which is most likely done by amateur writers by accident. And then there's cock teasery, just simple, unadulterated cock teasery, and that is exactly what we were introduced to in this chapter. Cock teasery to the highest degree. And I must ask myself, when are we going to see full on flashbacks of Oden Kozuki? Because I'm 100% certain that we are going to see full on flashbacks with Oden Kozuki. And this is the thing though. I wonder how broken the character is, because he was on board Gold Roger's ship, and the fact that Kaido, like, from what we understand, I mean, he was ordered to be executed, but I'm pretty sure Kaido would have it wasn't really up to him, so he died because of Kaido basically. And when there's just so many questions up until this point. Like, how much stronger is Kaido when it comes to comparing him to Oden Kozuki? Because Rayleigh is not king of the pirates. Sure, he's the first mate, but he is insanely powerful. He's able to go one-on-one against Kizaru. So we have to wonder, how strong are the other Roger Pirates members? And Crocus looked like he was no joke too. Like, low-key, when we were seeing what we were seeing, Crocus looked like he could handle himself well in the New World. Given he was weakened, I mean, he swam in a sea of acid, took 2 cannons to the chest. I mean, yeah, Crocus looks like he could handle stuff. Honestly, that's nothing compared to Oden, because Crocus was a doctor. And I wonder what Oden Kozuki's position was in Roger's crew. Was he, I mean, sure, he read the poneglyphs, so I'm assuming he was the archaeologist, so he was the equivalent of Robin on Roger's crew. So that's going to be interesting. And finally, I just... Odin's wife was alive eons ago, according to Kinemon. She was born in a distant time. Long ago in a distant time. Oden Kozuki's wife was born. And I have to wonder. And the reason I'm calling her Oden Kozuki's wife is because I am sure that's Toki or whatever her name is in the manga, the one that was introduced, is not her actual name. That she goes by another name. Because I am 100% certain she got a Japanese name when she arrived at Wano Kuni, and that she is somehow tied to the conflict between the Will of D and the Celestial Dragons. She is somehow tied into this. I guarantee you that. I am 100% certain. And when we get to meet her later on in the story and get confirmation that she is that person, I am sure that she will be explaining to Luffy or whoever she is talking to when she's introduced. She's going to be explaining a lot about the conflict that existed eons ago in Raftel, which I'm guessing the civilization of Raftel is called One Piece, and that is the One Piece. That is my assumption. What is the One Piece? I'm guessing it's that civilization. And the treasure that is... the One Piece is actually the rich history of the Void Century. That is my assumption. Now, if you liked the video, please leave a like. Oh, and by the way, wait. So, when Oda said that the time fruit can only travel into the future, and this is an important key point, when Oda said that it could only travel to the future and not back to the past, he did that for a lot of reasons, but the biggest one is that you could really mess up a story by going back in time. Because you could create time loops, alternate dimensions, the butterfly effect, and whoa, everything does not make sense now. You could literally break a series. You could destroy a well-constructed series with time travel. It's dangerous stuff. If not handled correctly, it will lead to, fuckery to the highest degree. It's like cooking steak and deciding to add a very, very potent seasoning. Say, like this. Like adding balsamic to a sauté steak. Not sure how many people cook. But if you put too much balsamic on the steak when you're sautéing it, what ends up happening is your steak is going to taste like balsamic vinegar, and it's not going to be very good. That's what I have to come up with in order to... it's very potent stuff. If not handled correctly, you could screw everything. So Oda's avoiding this, and that's good. That is very, 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 very good. Now, that aside... finally, we have to discuss the plan. The plan is to take the monarch's head. And the way Kinemon explains it just seems too simple. This is not your average assassination because Kaido's gonna be there. You can't be like, okay, we're gonna just chop off Orochi's head, and Kaido's gonna be there, and we're just not gonna do it. No. You're screwing yourself. You're screwing yourself. And I guarantee you that there are other samurai that are obscenely powerful. When Akainu gives someone hype, he gives them hype for a reason. He's not hyping someone for no reason. Akainu is Akainu. he's top dog in the Navy, and if he's saying, okay, no, we might not be able to handle those because of the samurai, how broken do you have to be to make Akainu be like, okay, wait, hold up, no, that is a awful idea. I'm gonna back out of this. Like, how powerful do you have to be? Like, you at the very least, have to be Mihawk level. At the very least, those samurai have to be near Mihawk's level. I know Mihawk's dubbed the greatest swordsman in the world, but this is the thing. What if there's a swordsman in Wano Kuni that is stronger than Mihawk? Sure, he's the strongest swordsman in the world, but guess what? Wano Kuni is an isolated country. For all we know, there might be a swordsman there that is more powerful than Shiryu, that is more powerful than Mihawk, and is definitely more powerful than Zoro. Speaking of Zoro, I wonder where he's going to go. It kind of seemed like he was headed towards Inuarashi's place, but I am sure the reason Zoro's lost is because he's going to get himself in a lot of trouble. And I'd like to further that by saying that I think in the next few chapters, not only will Zoro be facing someone like another Ronin or a samurai, but I also think that Orochi's men are going to attack Luffy and company with very, very powerful folk that will give even Luffy a run for his money. We're talking Katakuri level characters. And the reason I'm saying this is because we've got all this hype over the samurai by someone like Akainu, and then the whole thing with Speed, like literally blitzing out with that menacing smile on her face with Otama. Like, I am sure, I am certain, I'm 110% certain that Speed is up to no good. And what's going to happen is she's going to go either to Orochi or Kaido. Probably Orochi, because it's not clear whether Kaido is currently in Wano or not. And she's going to tell them everything. Or, no, Jack. Jesus, if it's Jack, then Jack will probably round up some pretty powerful samurai in Wano, and he's going to go, and Luffy's going to be like, okay, Jack, I'm going to kick your ass, and then Luffy's going to have to retreat temporarily, because, sure, like, you could take on Jack, but a fight of that scale with people like Kinemon, Kanjuro, and Raizo around, like, they're going to be more of a hindrance. Because a battle of that scale will probably make them victim, because there's a clear power level disparity between Kinemon, Kanjuro, and Luffy. Like, Kinemon, Kanjuro, over here, Luffy's, like, up there. The thing with Luffy is fodder level characters really, like, the amount of characters that could tangle with Luffy it's slowly decreasing as the series goes on, which is why Luffy's having easier and easier fights. So, and that's why he beat Hold'em so easily. That's why he beat Speed so easily. Not beat Speed. That's why he beat Hold'em so easily. And that's Oda trying to say, yeah, Luffy's up there now. Luffy's up there now. He's able to tangle with the best of the best. There's only a limited number of people who tangle with him. Like Hold'em, whatever. He would tangle with a crew member. Not Luffy. He would tangle with someone like Chopper, or Nami, or Usopp. Like that would be Hold'em's opponent, at least in my perspective. Okay, if you like the video, please leave a like. Until next time, guys, this is Anime Gypsy, and I'm out. See you guys later. Bye.